I'm diving deep into the emotional journey of caring for a loved one with Alzheimer's, and I challenge myself to open up about my personal experiences and what it really feels like. Alzheimer's disease, it's a topic that's very close to my heart, and I'm sure many of you out there can relate. It's a disease that not only affects the person diagnosed but also takes a toll on the entire family. The emotional burden, the financial strain, the countless hours of caregiving, it's a journey that's both heartbreaking and exhausting. As I share my own experiences and those of others, I hope to shed some light on what it's really like to care for a loved one with Alzheimer's. It's not an easy topic to discuss, but I believe it's essential to raise awareness and support for those who are going through this journey. In the coming minutes, I'll be sharing some very personal stories, and I hope you'll join me on this emotional ride. It's not going to be easy, but I believe it's necessary to understand the true impact of Alzheimer's on families. When a loved one is diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it's like receiving a bombshell. Your whole world is turned upside down, and suddenly, you're faced with a myriad of challenges you never even thought you'd have to deal with. From the emotional turmoil to the financial burden, it's a journey that's both overwhelming and exhausting. The person diagnosed is not the only one affected. The entire family is thrown into a whirlwind of caregiving, financial planning, and emotional support. It's a role reversal that no one is ever truly prepared for. Suddenly, you're taking care of the person who used to take care of you, and it's a responsibility that's both heart-wrenching and daunting. The emotional toll is immense: the grief, the guilt, the frustration, the sadness. It's a mix of emotions that can be all-consuming, leaving you feeling drained and lost. You're constantly wondering what the future holds, and how you'll cope with the gradual decline of your loved one. The financial burden is equally daunting. Medical bills, caregiver costs, and lost income can add up quickly, placing an enormous strain on the family's finances. It's a constant worry that hangs over your head, making it difficult to focus on the emotional well-being of your loved one. Caregiving itself is a full-time job, requiring patience, understanding, and sacrifice. It's a role that's both physically and emotionally exhausting, leaving many caregivers feeling isolated and alone. The sense of responsibility is crushing, and the pressure to provide the best care possible is always looming. But despite the challenges, many families persevere, driven by their love and devotion to the person diagnosed. They dig deep, finding strength they never knew they had, and somehow, they manage to cope with the demands of caregiving. One of the most significant challenges families face is the gradual decline of their loved one's cognitive abilities. It's heartbreaking to watch someone you love slowly lose their memory, their identity, and their sense of self. The person you once knew is slipping away, and it's a pain that's almost impossible to describe. Communication becomes increasingly difficult, and relationships are tested to their limits. You find yourself struggling to connect with the person you love, and it's a feeling that's both frustrating and sad. You're constantly adapting to the changing needs of your loved one, trying to find new ways to reach them, to connect with them, and to make them feel loved and cared for. As the disease progresses, the person diagnosed begins to forget important details, like their address, their phone number, or even their own name. It's a gradual decline that's both sad and terrifying, leaving you feeling helpless and lost. But even in the darkest moments, there are glimmers of hope. There are moments of clarity, moments of love, and moments of connection that make it all worthwhile. These moments are what keep families going, what give them the strength to carry on, and what remind them of the importance of cherishing every second with their loved one. I remember one particular moment when my loved one forgot who I was. It was a heart-wrenching moment, one that I'll never forget. But in that moment, I realized that it wasn't about me, it was about them. It was about providing comfort, reassurance, and love, even when they didn't know who I was. It was a pivotal moment in my journey as a caregiver, and it taught me the importance of patience, understanding, and compassion. As I reflect on my own experiences, I'm reminded of the countless families who are going through the same journey. Families who are struggling to cope with the demands of caregiving, families who are fighting to find hope in the darkest moments, and families who are searching for a way to connect with their loved one. It's a journey that's both heartbreaking and inspiring, a journey that's full of twists and turns, and a journey that's ultimately about love, sacrifice, and devotion. It's a journey that I'm still on, and one that I hope to share with you in the coming minutes. Alzheimer's disease is a cruel illness, one that slowly takes away a person's identity, their memories, and their sense of self. But even in the face of such cruelty, families come together, united in their love and dedication to the person diagnosed. In the end, it's not about the disease. It's about the love we share, the memories we create, and the moments we cherish. It's about holding on to hope, even when all seems lost, and it's about finding the strength to carry on, no matter what. As we near the end of this emotional journey, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible resilience of families affected by Alzheimer's. You are the true heroes, the ones who willingly take on the challenges of caregiving, the ones who provide love, comfort, and support, and the ones who remind us all of the importance of compassion, empathy, and understanding. If you're watching this video, and you're going through a similar journey, please know that you're not alone. There are countless families out there who understand what you're going through, who are fighting the same battles, and who are searching for the same hope and support. So, please, take a moment to share your own experiences in the comments below. Share your stories, your struggles, and your triumphs. Let's come together as a community, united in our love and support for those affected by Alzheimer's disease. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more content on coping strategies for caregivers, as well as personal stories of hope and resilience. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.